Hello everyone, welcome back to Take Up Tarot. As many of you are aware, at the end of the month we have a lunar eclipse, and this specific lunar eclipse promises to be a very transformative one. So how is this eclipse going to transform your life? What is it that you can expect energy wise? What is it that you can do? What is it that you need to release? Because especially during this eclipse, make sure you concentrate on releasing whatever it is that you feel no longer serves you or no longer has a role to play in your life. Okay, so we are going to look at all of that in your reading today. As usual, you have 3 piles in front of you. Please make sure you connect with your intuition and choose a pile that speaks to you the most. Okay, I'll give you some time and then we shall start with the very first pile, which is pile 1. Hello, and if you have chosen pile 1, these are your messages for the upcoming lunar eclipse. So let us see what is it that you're meant to look at. Okay, so the very first impression I get that this lunar eclipse, especially during the lunar eclipse, if you can, make sure you plan your future life. Okay, what is it that you want to manifest in your life? That is something you really need to look at. Feel free, just don't let anything hold you back. Don't let your limiting beliefs hold you back. Just make sure you visualize. You really take the time, connect with yourself and visualize the kind of life you want to live, because it's almost like you need to set the tone for the next phase of your life to come. Especially for you guys, it's going to be a very powerful eclipse, because almost the sense that I get is whatever you can create in your mind, it is something you will be able to see in your physical life as well, and that too very rapidly. You have to understand, eclipses are very powerful times, especially when it comes to attracting abundance in your life, or attracting physical beings, attracting physical assets in your life. It is a very crucial time for that. So make sure you're planning, make sure you're imagining, and make sure you are envisioning the kind of life you want to live, especially during the lunar eclipse. Okay, make sure you remember that. Let us look at the next one. Okay, now for you guys, it is especially crucial that during the lunar eclipse you forgive people. Okay, you forgive people who've wronged you in a way. And the sense I get is these specific people have sort of violated your boundaries, is what I'm getting. Like they have no respect for your personal space, your own belief system is also what I'm getting. So you need to forgive those kind of people. And for a couple of you, I'm also getting that there is a possibility as you forgive these people will now move out of your life. Either they'll stop their behavior towards you, the behavior that they currently exhibit, or it may so happen that they'll leave your life permanently, or they'll just their behavior towards you may change, or you may not see them that frequently. Okay, but one thing you really need to do is you need to forgive and you need to move on from that energy. So the next thing that is coming in for you, you need to meditate. You need to connect with yourself more deeply. And another thing that is really important for you is post the lunar eclipse period, your connection with yourself needs to get stronger. And the way that you can connect with yourself is one, through nature walks. Okay, spending time with nature and nature meditation, walking meditation. These are things that you really need to do, especially when it comes to visualizing that life. Possibly when you spend time with nature, when you go outside, you sit outside with nature, or this could just be with a plant, just closer to nature. I think that visualization process can get so much more better for you. But another recommendation here is also a walking meditation. Okay, whatever you seek for yourself in this lifetime, make sure you perform a walking meditation, either just to reflect on your thoughts, or this could be to build a beautiful life for yourself. But meditation and walking meditation is something that is really recommended. abundance. You can expect a lot of financial gains coming into your life, okay? Especially gains that you've been working really hard towards. Maybe it has been happening, like the kind of rewards that you've expected for the kind of work that you put in, you weren't getting it up till now. But in the post eclipse period, your abundance, your rewards also are coming through multifolds way. Okay, but either way, in the post eclipse period, abundance is something that you're really attracting into your life, and it is coming in. It is really coming in. Okay, so that is something that I'm really getting. Let us look at your Moonology card. It is talking about bring love into the situation. Now, when I look at this card, the very first sense that I get is a new beginning. So, in terms of your romantic life, in terms of your relationship, I sense a new beginning coming, you know. But this new beginning can also be in terms of an established relationship. This could almost be like the way you look at a person in the post eclipse period will change, or possibly because you've forgiven a certain amount of people, or you've let go of certain expectations of some people. I just feel like, you know, the way you approach your relationships, the way you approach one specific person will change a lot. But if I strictly have to speak about your romantic life, that is something that is coming in very strongly for a couple of you, especially for people who've been single for a very long time. Okay, there is a possibility that this eclipse season, post this eclipse season, you may actually attract a person who is extremely right to you. This can also be your soulmate, okay? This can also be your twin flame. That is also coming through very strongly to me. But either way, I just feel like, you know, you are changing as a person, because I almost get this sense that, you know, there's this karmic ending happening for you, you know, and this karmic ending will result in you letting go of a lot of things that no longer serve you. And what this is doing is it is making a lot of room into your life. And what will happen is, as you know, this room increases in your life, it's like you'll make space for a new person to come in, especially for singles is what I'm talking about, okay? But if you're already in a relationship, I just feel like your connection with your partner will become infinitely stronger. And for a couple of people, I'm also sensing you'll realize that this specific person is your soulmate. Okay, that is really coming in for you. Either way, especially for situations where you need to forgive people, you need to bring love into the situation. You need to look at the circumstances. You need to look at this person with the eyes of love. Even if this person has wronged you in the past, okay? Change your attitude and you'll just, you know, you'll realize that these people almost move out of your life. I'm getting a strong message for somebody who's wronged you really badly. Okay, now you'll have to figure out who this person is. It's time to release negativity. So any emotions that you're holding within you, emotions that are sort of stopping you from living a full life is what I'm getting. Another thing that I'm really getting really strongly is you have a lot of money related blocks in your life, okay? Money related blocks that you've been carrying with you since your childhood, you know. This may be a conditioning, maybe for a couple of you, you know, when you were growing up, this could be your parents' attitude towards money, and that is something you've taken up upon you. Okay, so you need to release certain major money related blocks. And also what I'm getting is distrust. You need to release distrust. Okay, this is what I'm getting. But either way, whatever you're looking at negatively, you know, we all know what we look at negatively in our lives. It's time to release it. If you can, just make a list before the lunar eclipse is happening of what is it that you need to release. Because what happens is, when we just sit down to do that meditation for release or that ritual towards release, we sometimes forget that, oh, you know, I am supposed to release this. And it's after that crucial time period has passed on, we realize, oh, you know, I wish I had released that. So make sure you're sitting with yourself, making a list of things that you need to release, and then you release it. Because for you, there are two things. One, you are supposed to release, and the second is you need to attract. So you have to be very well planned once that lunar eclipse is happening. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to that. Okay, now this is amazing. You know, you have two cards when it comes to abundance. One is the 88 abundance, and the next one is the 9 of pentacles, which again talks about abundance. So in this post eclipse period, what this eclipse is bringing to you is, it is bringing to you abundance. But this is an abundance that you've created with your own hard work. This is not somebody else bringing abundance into your life, okay? So whatever hard work that you've put in, you are now going to, reap the fruits of it, is what I'm getting here. But again, it's the sense I get is you'll now be able to live a life of luxury. You'll not have to worry about where every penny is going to come from. There's almost the sense I get is, especially if you do that release ritual, if you release that money block, you will see that you will bring in a lot of abundance in your life. This could actually be luxuries coming in. Either way, another thing that is coming out to me here is self-employment. Okay, so especially if you are manifesting that in your life, that is something that can really work out for you in the post eclipse period. Either way, you will be enjoying a life that is very rewarding, one that you create for yourself and one that sets you free. That is what I'm getting here. Now, the next one that we are going to be looking at is, what is it that you need to surrender? Okay, one is of course the negativity and money blocks, which is something I got. But for you guys, it's also negative thinking. Okay, so when you're doing this, ritual, when you're attracting something, make sure before that you really release that negativity, because you have two cards which talk about negative thinking, negative thought pattern. Make sure whenever you sit down for the ritual, you really release it. You really sit down, release it. After you release whatever this negative thinking and another things, make sure you repeat certain positive affirmations. Whatever positive affirmations, everything is working out for me now. Everything that I dream for myself, I make it happen for myself. I am a very powerful manifester. Okay, before sitting down and doing this ritual, make sure you actually repeat these positive affirmations. But if there is one thing you need to surrender, it's your negative thinking. Okay, make sure, because this is really very crucial given the eclipse period. And the last one for you is trust. Trust that there is a divine plan for your life. Okay, of course you are very free to make your own plans when it comes to your life, but what I sense is, I always speak about divine timing when it comes to your life. You'll meet your soulmate when the time is right. There's your time, there's divine timing. I always say this, but I feel like once you cross this threshold of the lunar eclipse, the divine time that I always talk about in the future will happening. So your divine time is this post eclipse time. That is the message that I'm getting here. Okay, I also see whatever plan that God has in store for you, whatever plans your spirit guides have in store for you, whatever your higher self has decided for yourself before coming into the physical plane, that plan will now play into your life in the post eclipse period. So I sense for your pile specifically, this is going to be a very, very intense period. But once you hit this mark, once you hit this post eclipse period, your life will be just according to the divine plan. You will attract a lot of blessings, you'll attract a lot of abundance, but most importantly, you'll be able to live a life that you truly, truly want for yourself. But I'm repeating myself again, make sure you release anything that doesn't belong in your life. Okay, I will leave you with that, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you have chosen pile 2, this is your message for your lunar eclipse. So let us see what is it that is coming through. Now, the very first thing that is really standing out to me in this post eclipse period, a wish that you were holding very close to your heart is coming true. Because the sense I get with this card and the message that I'm really getting is, anything that you wished for, something that is really, really your heart's desire, that one wish that is more important than any other wish, I think that wish is going to come true for you. For a couple of people, I'm also getting, if you have a wish for a home, that wish is going to come true. Either you'll just make this happen very rapidly in the post eclipse period, because I don't know, I'm just getting this message of home or land. Okay, if that is something you've been manifesting, or that is your heart's desire, that is something that is really coming through. But either way, I just feel like, the sun will rise on your life again. That is the message that I'm getting, especially if you've been going through a darker time. And especially if 2020 has been a year that has especially been really bad for you, like really, really bad for you. It's almost like, once you hit that eclipse mark, your time will change. It's almost going to sound miraculous for you, but that is going to happen. But either way, what I'm getting here is your post eclipse period will be very, very rewarding for you. Very rewarding for you. Yeah. Okay, now this is so significant because it talks about, it's Lord Ganesha, and Lord Ganesha is the Lord who takes away obstacles from your life. So any obstacles that you've had towards that wish fulfillment is going to come off. Okay, obstacles are now removed from your life, and you're going to get a lot of support, especially support towards making this wish come true. Okay, I also feel like, in this post eclipse period, for a couple of you will also meet your soul tribe. Okay, your soul tribe will now come in the post eclipse period. That is what I get. But your spiritual circle is now coming into your life, and that obstacle towards your wish fulfillment, that is being removed. All right, let us look at your next one. Go deep and explore your roots. Okay, this really makes sense. You know what this is talking about? This is talking about your root chakra. You need to pay attention to your root chakra, especially during the eclipse period, because Lord Ganesha is the ruling deity of your root chakra, and your message is go deep and explore your roots. It talks about grounding. Now grounding again is a matter of the root chakra. So especially during the lunar eclipse, if you are into repeating mantras, there is one mantra that I want you to repeat. It's Om Gam Ganpataya Namaha. I'm going to mention this mantra in the description box below, okay? As many times as you can repeat it. If you can sit down 1 hour with yourself, if you can keep the idol of Lord Ganesha or a picture of Lord Ganesha in front of you and repeat Om Gam Ganpataya Namaha, it will help you balance your root chakra a lot more, okay? And what happens when your root chakra is grounded is, 1, your relationships thrive. So especially if you've been people who've been having problems in the area of relationships, maybe you get into relationships but they don't work, or for some reason there isn't that commitment in your relationship, okay, it'll get better. That is what I'm saying. And the second thing, when it comes to root chakra imbalance, is money doesn't last in your life. Money comes in, maybe your flow is there, but retaining that money, if that is a problem for you, then I believe if once you do this, the grounding part and the root chakra thing, I think that will really get better. Okay, but for you, I'll tell you, work on your root chakra during the eclipse period. Let us look at your next one. Now, the next for you, which is a tarot cards. Okay, I'm again getting a message about your relationships, okay? So in terms of your emotions, your emotional life will start to find a lot of stability. Makes sense, because if you work on your root chakra and if you work on your grounding, relationship is an area of the root chakra, okay? So what I sense is, in the post eclipse period, there'll almost be sort of a renewal when it comes to your emotional life. There will be a new beginning when it comes to your emotional life. Maybe your relationships will get deeper, or finally you will meet a person with whom you can settle down. That coming in and going out of people out of your life, maybe you've dated a lot of people, but that fulfilling relationship, that one permanent relationship, if that has been eluding you, then I think that is also going to come up very, very strongly. Okay, like I was talking about a home, that home message is again repeated here. So especially people who have been wanting a new home in the post eclipse period, that new home may also be coming in. Especially for people who've been waiting on letters as well, you may get that letter. A letter that fulfills your wishes is also coming in. Also, what is coming in for a couple of you may move to a new destination, move to a new home, move to a new place, but that travel aspect is also coming in. Also, what is coming in is for a few of you, this eclipse period, especially if you do this ritual, your psychic abilities will get better, or that insights that you get, your intuition can get a lot more deeper after the post eclipse period. Okay, that is something that is really coming in. Let us look at your next one. Next one is your Moonology card. In terms of decision making, in terms of progressing towards your life, I just feel like you are going to end up on the other end of the eclipse as a more confident person. Possibly you'll realize certain things, or possibly you'll grow that confidence from within, again with the exploring your roots. It's almost like in the post eclipse period, your confidence will return or will manifest 10 more times greater than what it was before. Okay, the sense I get is your self belief, your belief in your own self, your belief in your voice will sort of really strengthen, is what I'm getting here. Okay, that is what is coming in very strongly. Let us look at your next one, forgiveness. Okay. So during the eclipse, one thing that I really want to talk to you about is forgiveness. Forgive people who don't deserve your forgiveness, because forgiveness usually is not for the other person. Forgiveness is always for you, so that you get your peace of mind, and so that it's almost like you don't carry on this karma in your next life. Because when you choose not to forgive another person, it's almost a promise that you'll meet this person again in a later lifetime. Which is why I always say forgiveness is never for somebody else. Forgiveness is always for you. Okay? So just think about who you need to forgive and just forgive this person. For a couple of you, I'm getting this one relationship that is still deep within you. This person you've not been able to forgive. Like you've tried really hard, but there's something this person has done to you and you've not been able to forgive this person. Who this person is, you'll have to ask yourself, but forgive this person, because you're just holding yourself back if you don't forgive this person. Either way, just think about who you need to forgive, but a forgiveness ritual is something you really need to do during this eclipse. The next one is, okay, especially during the eclipse period, there is a need for you to create a sacred space for yourself. So, consecrating the space, which is something we do, like marking this space as a holy space in a sense, that is something you need to create during this eclipse period. Because what will happen is this specific space will then become like a power center for you. So anytime you want to connect with your spirit guides, you can sort of enter that space, and there are some energy spaces where power centers are very much stronger. They always say, especially when it comes to Hinduism, when you're meditating, you should always sit in the same space. You should not change the place multiple times. They say it for the reason, because what happens is once you meditate in one place for a longer time, that space becomes magical, that space becomes protected, and the space becomes very, very charged up. So for you, one of the messages is to create that sacred space during the lunar eclipse. Let us look at the next one. You are called to work through your fears. So the very first thing before that is to identify what your fears are. Okay, so in the time leading to the lunar eclipse, make sure you decide what your fears are. Make a list of it. We all have fears. I know I have my fears. Okay, but for you, it is important to identify them so that you can work them out, or maybe work on releasing them during the lunar eclipse. See, lunar eclipse is the best time to release each and everything. Okay, so for you, it is a good time to release your fears. I'll just take the last one now. What is it that you need to surrender? What you need to surrender is to the magic of who you are. Okay, even in the most ordinary aspects of your life, you need to remind yourself that you are a magical being. You have nothing to be afraid of. You are unique, you have your own gifts, and the gifts that are yours are only yours. You know what happens is, I just believe the greatest fear that you people have are your fear that you're not as good as the next person, or your achievement is not as good as this person, or sometimes you wish you had one quality that the other person had. Sometimes you even wish, some of you, that you had the life the other person had, but you don't need it, because you in yourself are very magical. Okay, and I do understand you may have had certain blocks in your life which sort of made you a little bit more negative towards life. But what I sense is, as you work towards releasing these fears, as you forgive people, and if you do the ritual, of course, I just feel like a lot of negativity will release, because this lunar eclipse is an especially powerful one. Okay, and what I also sense is, one, that confidence will come inherently towards you, but I also sense you'll start valuing yourself a lot more in this post eclipse period. That is something that is really coming to me. Okay, either way, I just want to remind you that whether you do the ritual, whether you don't do the ritual, I believe you're magical. I believe you are very unique, and I respect your gifts, and I respect everything that you bring to my channel, everything you bring in our friendship, because we are friends. Because I know some of you guys, you just show up time and again, video after video, so that builds a friendship between us, doesn't it? So I want to tell you, and I'm really, really proud of you. Okay, I'm proud of you, I love you, and I love you exactly the way you are. So please love yourself too, for me. Promise me you'll do that. All the pile twos, I want you to leave me a comment saying you're promising me you're going to start believing more in yourself. Okay, I'll leave you with that. I shall see you in my next one. Bye. Hello everyone, and if you have chosen pile 3, these are your messages for the upcoming lunar eclipse. Now, the very first thing that you need to keep in mind during the lunar eclipse is, you need to cleanse. Okay, I'm not talking about any time before the eclipse, I'm not talking about any time after the eclipse. Especially at that point when the eclipse is taking place in the sky, make sure you're cleansing. Whether you take a bath and you actually use water for your cleansing, or this could just be a ritual which cleanses you. A fire ritual, a water ritual, an air ritual, whatever way you use, you can use sage, you can use Palo Santo if you do the air ritual, air cleansing. You can take a bath if you do the water cleansing, or you just can stand in the breeze if you do the air cleansing part. But either way, during the eclipse period, what you need to do is, you need to cleanse your body, but you also need to cleanse your spirit. Maybe there are some burdens that you're carrying, and you need to let go of those burdens, because of which your spirit needs cleansing. Okay, as your spirit is an especially bright and beautiful being, but sometimes because of life, because of circumstances, because of people, that spirit doesn't shine as brightly as it should, and maybe it's time it did. Okay, so make sure you're cleansing, really cleansing during the eclipse. That's really coming in for you. And you need to relax. You're going to get everything that you deserve. Okay, nothing is ever going to go away from you. Prayer. Another thing that is really important for you is to connect, is to engage in prayer. Okay, so maybe after you're done with the body cleansing, spend some time in prayer. And when you're praying, just talk to God, talk to your angels, talk to the universe, talk to your spirit guides. Maybe you need to unburden your spirit, is what I'm getting here. So, when the eclipse is happening, just release all the burdens that you're carrying on in terms of your spirit. You know, the best way to do this, I always find that works for me, is record a video or record an audio, and just speak your heart out. And don't stop either till the time tears start flowing from your eyes or the time you realize you have nothing more to say. Okay? Unburden yourself. Spend time in prayer. Connect with heaven and ask for what you want. Ask for what you want. You are a child of God. And God, universe, whatever you choose to call it, is benevolent. And being children of God, we get what we ask for. I always believe in it. Ask for what you want and unburden your heart to that spirit, to that great spirit. He always listens. Okay. Next one is, for you, it's your message is all about freeing yourself. For you, this lunar eclipse is all about freeing your spirit from the burdens that it is carrying. This is what it is all about. Okay? Because you need to enjoy your life. And when will that happen? When will you start enjoying your life? When will you start dancing? You only start dancing when you're free, when your mind is not carrying burdens. So what the core message for your lunar eclipse is, let go of burdens and just dance. Enjoy life. Life is not meant to be tough. It's just that, we spend our life chasing the wrong things. We spend our life chasing money. We spend our life chasing relationships. Okay? All of that is fine. It's fine. But the moment we start letting it affect our spirit, which is the very core of what we are, that is when we lose our connection. That is when we lose our connection with ourselves and with the higher power. So release all the burdens and connect with yourself, connect with the joys of life. So connect with your pleasures, connect with your passion. And honestly, after you're done with this, I want you guys to dance. Dance it out. Dancing is like the best therapy there ever is. Let your spirit come out and shine. Let your spirit come out and play. It's about time. It's really about time. You need to surrender the habit of people pleasing. Usually I take this card at the end, but for you guys it's just come out. Speak your needs. If you feel like your needs haven't been met by somebody in your past, then speak it out loud to the universe. But what you need to surrender during this eclipse is your people pleasing habit. I feel like you're very kind souls. And for you guys, I just feel like, if you just feel like, you don't want to hurt the other person's feelings. I know exactly the kind of people you are. You just have the softest of hearts. No wonder your spirit is so burdened. And you come from such a good place, You come from such a good place. Focus on your happiness, please. Focus on your own joys. You've made so many people happy. Please make yourself happy. Please make yourself a priority. Okay, please, for me, if not for anybody else, stop pleasing other people. Ask yourself what you need. Please do. Oh, your ancestors are going to be with you. As you do this ritual, your ancestors are going to be there to support you. I'm going to read this out to you so you understand it. Your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now. So pay close attention to signs and omens from them. Okay, so during the eclipse period, around the eclipse period, make sure to notice things around you, because your ancestors are going to be around you during that time and they're going to be assisting you. They're going to help you with guidance. Okay? They're going to be guiding you during this time. So pay attention to the signs. But either way, I just feel like during the eclipse period, your ancestors are there strongly protecting you and strongly helping you so that you unburden yourself and move into the next phase of your life as a new person, as a happier person, is what I'm getting. Intuition. Your intuition also is going to get so much stronger post eclipse period. Again, 22 is also an angel number. Your reading is amazing. So I just believe your angels are going to support you as well. 22 is a massively powerful number. Okay, pay attention to what guidance you get during the eclipse, okay, especially when the eclipse is happening, because you might be guided towards taking certain important steps towards your future. Okay, so please pay attention to your intuition, especially during the eclipse. But after the eclipse as well, your intuition is going to get so much stronger. A new start is coming. Thank you to your angels, thank you to your ancestors, and thank you to God, honestly. Because for you, as you unburden yourself, as you pray, as you ask the God for whatever it is that you want, as you ask the universe for whatever it is you want, you're gonna get it. And what will happen is, post eclipse period, it's almost like your life is going to hit the reset button. That is going to happen for you. A new start is coming. You guys deserve it. If there's anybody who deserves it, it's you guys. Expect powerful changes. This eclipse, oh, it's new moon eclipse. It's again that eclipse card during the eclipse time. This eclipse is a huge, huge time of change for you. The sense I get it, it's almost like a restart button. You know, it's like restart. Karmic restart is also what I'm getting. This next phase of your life is going to be very happy. It's going to be a happier one. Pile 3s, look, I know your journey. I know your journeys are very tough. But I just feel like you're clearing a lot from your life. About time, I say. About time. So expect powerful change. This makes me really happy, you know. This really makes me happy. You guys deserve it. Your angels are supporting you. Your ancestors are supporting you. Spirit is supporting you. Look at that. A new start again. This is the card of the Fool. It is the card of the dreamer. You are starting a new journey. A entire new journey where you're going to be so much more freer. You've paid the debts. You've really paid the debts. Okay, and I was even talking about a restart. Look at this. Look at this. You know, the wheels of time starting again. That's what it is. See, the door is open as well. And there's an angel looking up at you. This is beautiful. You have a spirit guide as well. I'm so happy. So I just feel like in the post eclipse period, you are going to have a new start. And what's important is what I feel like, you know, you're going to become a much more freer person. Like, this will really take you towards your life purpose. And you know what your life purpose is? Your life purpose is to be the happiest version of you. That is what your life purpose is. Because I just feel like the time you've spent up until now was to clear a lot of debts. And you know what you've done? You've also cleared a karmic debt of an ancestor, of one specific ancestor. This is a male ancestor from your side. That is what I'm getting. Okay, so a lot of your karma has been paying debts, not only your debts, but that of your ancestor as well. And it's like you're done. And you're moving towards a newer life. I am so happy, and I'm so happy for you. So take a leap of faith. Take that leap of faith. You deserve it. You deserve all the happiness of the world. All the happiness, really. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to do a small ritual for you as well during the eclipse. For all of you guys who chose pile 3. Okay, I'm going to do that for you. I love you, and you guys deserve this life. I will leave you with that, and I shall see you in my next one. Bye.